When people begin to boast, it often marks the beginning of disaster. Truly remarkable individuals keep their lives in quiet mode because showing off stirs up envy and malicious thoughts in others. The truth about human nature is that most people don't want to see others happy, especially happier than themselves. Some might wish you well, but many, particularly those close to you, don't want you to live better than they do. The more you boast about your successes, the more resentment you invite. When that resentment finally surfaces, it can lead to challenges, setbacks, or encounters with what we often call troublemakers. Still waters run deep. This means there's no need to over-display your achievements or strengths. When things are going well, remain humble and quiet, like a flowing river. No matter where you are or the environment you're in, only by avoiding arrogance, refraining from bragging, and staying grounded can you preserve the blessings you've worked hard to earn. Never blame anyone in your life. Every person you meet has a role to play in your journey. The good ones bring happiness. They make your days brighter, remind you what it feels like to be loved, and leave you with warm moments to hold on to. The bad ones bring struggle, confusion, and sometimes pain. But they also give you experience. They teach you how to deal with disappointment, how to stay strong when things get tough, and how to move on when someone lets you down. The worst ones are the ones who really shake you. Maybe they lie, betray your trust, or walk away when you needed them most. Those people leave deep marks, but they also leave lessons. You learn how to protect your heart, and most importantly, you learn how to stand up for yourself. Then, there are the best ones, the people who show up and stay. They see you for who you are, flaws and all. They bring peace, laughter, and memories that last forever. These are the people who remind you that life can still be beautiful, even after the hard times. So don't carry blame. Instead, carry what each person gave you. Whether it was a smile, a lesson, a push, or a moment of peace. Each one helped shape the person you are today. If you want to live a peaceful life, never take gossip too seriously. Think about it. Most of the time, gossip isn't true. People twist stories, add their own spin, and spread half-truths just to feel important or stir the pot. And the more you listen, the more you lose focus on your own path. Have you ever watched someone's reputation get ruined by something that wasn't even true? It happens all the time. One rumor leads to another, and before you know it, people treat someone differently based on a lie. It's unfair, but it's real. Smart people stay out of that mess. They don't waste time on hearsay. They look at how people act, not what others say about them. They understand that the loudest voices aren't always the most honest. If someone talks behind others' backs, they'll do the same to you. So be careful who you trust. And don't be the person who adds fuel to the fire. There's no peace in carrying around other people's drama. So next time someone comes to you with gossip, just smile and change the subject. You'll notice something. Life gets quieter, drama fades, and peace finds a way in. If you can't be a tall, strong tree, it's okay to be a small blade of grass. Big trees have to deal with strong winds. Grass gets stepped on, but it bends and it gets back up. After a little rain, it stands straight again. Life's the same way. Sometimes being strong doesn't mean standing tall. It means being able to bend without breaking, being able to bounce back when things get tough. Whether you keep going or give up, that choice is yours. It doesn't come from what people say or what life throws at you. It comes from what you've got inside. You've got to be honest with yourself. Know what you can handle. Know what tools you have. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. Pretending to be strong all the time might just set you up for a fall. Losing today doesn't mean you've lost everything. One step back right now might help you move 2 steps forward later. Not every win comes from pushing harder. Sometimes it comes from pausing, thinking, and finding a new way to grow. No one gets it right all the time, but if you stay flexible, you'll get where you're meant to be. Grass may look small, but it survives a lot, and it keeps coming back. People who climb up on their own strength have all been through rough and lonely times. It's not easy. The world around them often doesn't care. Some just look the other way. Others laugh or talk behind their backs. But somehow, they keep pushing forward, step by step. There was a time when he stood tall, proud, that he never bowed his head to anyone. He believed in facing things head-on, standing firm no matter what. But life has a way of teaching us hard lessons. During his darkest days, he realized strength was knowing when to bend. He learned to lower his head, not out of weakness, but out of wisdom. He learned that sometimes to keep moving, you have to make room for the storm to pass. He figured out when to compromise, when to hold his tongue, and when to walk away. He started smiling even when it hurt. He put on a calm face when his heart wasn't calm. He learned to speak gently. He found the right words to say to get through each day, to avoid fights, to keep the peace. In the end, no one sees the quiet battles he's fought. No one knows the nights he couldn't sleep, or the days he wanted to give up but didn't. Because real strength doesn't need to be loud, it just keeps showing up. A strong man isn't strong just because he has power. He's strong because he knows how to let go of small negative thinking. That kind of mindset shows real wisdom. Kindness is a good thing, but it doesn't always come back to you the way you expect. Some people will respect it, others might take advantage of it. That's why kindness needs to be balanced with awareness. How you think about money matters. Being smart with your finances helps you handle life's ups and downs and gives you the freedom to stay true to who you are. Losing someone you love hurts, but the real danger is losing yourself in the process. Life is full of change, and yes, people might let you down, but staying stuck in sadness won't help you heal. That's why it's important to be independent in how you love, how you live, and how you manage your life. When you stand on your own, you can look anyone in the eye and say, "I'll treat you the same way you treat me." A man who's been through the storm doesn't worry about a little rain. He's been through the worst, fought the hardest battles, and still stands strong. Life hasn't always given him what he wanted, but it's taught him exactly what he needed. He's not broken by tough times. He's built by them. Every setback has made him stronger. Every failure has taught him something valuable. Pressure doesn't break him. Pressure creates diamonds, and now he's unshakable. He doesn't ask for sympathy. He doesn't need it. He's too focused on building his future, working in silence while others waste time making noise. He doesn't talk about his plans, but when he makes a move, everyone notices. He knows that people's opinions don't define him. He follows his own path, whether people approve or not. The only validation he needs comes from within, and the ones who doubted him now watch in amazement as he rises. If you meet a man like this, don't mistake his quiet confidence for weakness. He's been through the fire and came out even stronger. Don't be overly kind to people in the lowest classes. Their instincts tend to dominate their behavior, and they may start taking your help for granted. Instead of appreciating your kindness and patience, they might mistake it for weakness, something they can exploit. When you're too good to those who don't recognize the value of generosity, they may rely on survival instincts, playing by the rule of survival of the fittest. This means the more you accommodate them, the more likely they are to take advantage of you. If you feel violated or disrespected by such individuals, stand your ground. Make your dissatisfaction clear, and don't waver in your principles. Those in higher classes have always excelled in strategy and planning. They've mastered tactics and gained a deep understanding of human behavior, which is how they've accumulated wealth and influence over generations. you must realize that human nature is unpredictable, and kindness doesn't always guarantee sincerity in return. Being too soft often invites arrogance and entitlement from others. To thrive in society, you need the presence and poise of a leader, paired with the sharp wit of someone who understands the game. Show wisdom in your actions and strategy in your thinking. Wherever people gather, there will always be schemes and conflicts. To navigate this complex world, you must equip yourself with strategy, skill, and a deep understanding of how people operate. Only then can you protect yourself and find your footing in a competitive and ever-changing society.